in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran.
The left fielder, Jarren. Duran.
Clips the outside corner, and here we go with game 2. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. I tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So
safe. It's an infield single to start the ball game. Here's Alex Bregman. Bregman getting to start at third. 30 years old now, and he's one of the few players that make runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second, he's safe. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 2 of the World Series. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1. And that is out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next one is off the plate. Full count now. Runner on the go again. Ripped to first, caught. To second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. There's a strike. Just missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that skips into dirt. Outside low. And now 3-1.
1 strike.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. Going to count 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Albies over to first in time. And Devers is set down. Out number 3. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Way high.
1-2.
High fly ball out into left center field. He's got it. 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ozzie Albies in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a liner. Base hit out into right center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. We've all seen a defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And the batter now, Matt Olson. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Game 2 of the World Series. And now the rookie second baseman, Christian Campbell. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. One up, one down. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. And that's in there for strike 1. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one hops the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. 1 out. Runner at second. And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. And a foul ball.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Here's Trevor Story now. That one drifts inside.
1 ball, no strike.
And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Casas at second with 2 down.
Inside.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back at Truist Park. Bottom of the second. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Out. Back to work. And there's a foul ball. Late swing, fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Here comes Austin Riley. And the sweeper misses for a ball. No score here in the second. Ripped towards third. Sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Sean Murphy. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Casas. And it's a 1-2-3. Top half of the third inning. Still stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Durant takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next pitch downstairs. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Arcia tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1.
Alex Bregman.
That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Fouled off left side. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout. Back here in Atlanta, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Alex Verdugo. And that one fouled off. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And ball one. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Good sinker in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Slings to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Fly to left his first time. And that's fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure. Start of the fourth, and here is Wilyer Abreu. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering is down low.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
He takes it on his own. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Devers swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And a strike to Devers. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Olsen. Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth. And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell. And that one is inside ball one.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that'll do it. Bottom four, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location.
Albies dives back in. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. Into center and a base hit. Throw into third as the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty good
Now
spot. Hard and
baseman.
inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the
Runner on the go. On the ground, right side. And that's a fair ball. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. So up next, Marcell Ozuna. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
First and second, no outs here in Game 2 of the World Series. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. One away. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Grounded out his first time up.
Murphy.
Base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Here's Alex Verdugo. And fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be two. Feed to second, that's one. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth. Game 2 of the World Series. Now here is Tristan Casas. Strider back to work. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Now the catcher up to hit, Connor Wong. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
0-2.
Next pitch misses, and that is ball one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had him eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And Acuna able to make the grab. Here's Trevor Story. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Right through there for a strike.
No balls. One strike.
And that's outside. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Late on that fastball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Ground ball, Austin Riley. Riley fires the first. That's the third out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now Orlando Arcia. There's a line drive to left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Harris up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And that's off the inside edge. Ball two. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one lifted to left. Durant makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. Foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Out of bounce right side. Story fires over to first. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in is the speedy Ceddanne Rafaela. Slings it across. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
Bregman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Just missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Slider clips the corner.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Man at second. He's trying for third. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. The run comes in from second. The relay.
He was all over that one. Solid double. Down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that back through the zone.
And now, William Abreu. Check swing, called strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. With the tying run at second, here in Game 2 of the World Series. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone now. And here is Devers. Fought off foul. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Well, we go bottom 6. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Bounce to the left side. And that's just foul.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Foul ball still 0-2.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
On the ground to short. Zips it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. So the Red Sox bring out a new pitcher, Justin Slate.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And the batter now, Austin Riley. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
And that is out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stand.
Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. Down the line, and it's foul. On the ground to first, and it's just foul. That was close. Move to first, and he's back in there. With the tying run on at first, here in the late stages of game 2. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. And the slider just misses. Ripped to third. There's 1. And 2. What a play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing.
Now this is through for a base hit. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. Now they've got him in a rundown. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Sean Murphy. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Both 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there are 2 down. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Slate, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. Right side, and that squirts through. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
2-2.
Squirts away a little bit. And misses inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. To the right side, Campbell. In plenty of time to first, and we go to the 8th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
Number 93. And now, De Los Santos.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. Tap foul at the plate. All tied up here in game 2 of the World Series. In the air, left side. Out, number 2. So digging in, Wilyer Abreu.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Abreu checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. 2 down, nobody on. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Downstairs, and that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Campbell will hit next. This one in the air. He's under it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Ready for the box. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Garrett Whitlock.
Number 22, Garrett Whitlock.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. And a count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that will fall. And a go-ahead run is on base.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
That pitch gets the corner. That's strike two.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger,
hauls it in, 1 away.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone.
He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 4-2. And that one pulled foul. And that one fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one missed. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He recognized the rotation of the baseball out of the hand, stayed tall on the backside, and crushed that pitch the other way.
Right now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. Forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 6-2. High in the air, out to right. Abreu sizing this one up. That's out number 2. Alex. Pitching change here, Zach Kelly.
Now pitching for number 76. Zach Kelly.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. 4 runs already in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bregman is under it. Back at Truist Park, and here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Hard hit, right side. Albies over to first in time. Now 1 gone in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Hit in the air, left field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Inside, just missed. The Red Sox down by 4 here in the late stages of game 2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You oh, hear me, your haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers can around and catch the bakers. While my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrants, your papers. I'm from back in the day with a was wearing papers. And the call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you when you stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably. Think it we talk about, we should've called a truce. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part bang let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill, let's get at $1 bill. They chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me chill, let's get at $1 bill. Militant. Militant, back in the booth.
Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. The Atlanta Braves
Leading
and
off
the
tonight
Boston
for
Red
Atlanta,
Sox.
the center
All right,
fielder,
ready to get
Michael
underway. And now the
Harris.
center fielder, Michael Harris II. And that's through there for a strike. So we're off and running in game 3. On the ground, right side. A sliding stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Well, here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. A switch hitter batting right. And it's fouled away. Albies measures 5 feet 8 inches, 28 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And right back to the mound. Throws to first, and Albies is retired. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Slice down the right side. And he grounds one back up the middle, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes outside. Ripped to short. Story sends it over to first. Back in Boston, and today's starting pitcher, Spencer Schwellenbach. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Into center. Harris racing after it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Batting second.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Chopped to third. And that's a foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. And he gets Bregman. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Wilyer Abreu. They say he win.
0-1.
And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held up. Just missed. That one finds the zone. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3 down. World Series Game 3. Leading off, Matt Olson. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Ooh, Brian. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized.
You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players, too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Austin Riley at the plate.
Yep, that ball went out.
1 out, base is empty. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. That one ripped but foul. Riley stands at first with 1 out. And now the count is even.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's inside.
That's inside.
That one hit to right. Abreu. 2 down. Here's Alex Verdugo.
Pitching for Atlanta, number 14, Ryan De La Cruz.
On the ground right side, Campbell. On to first, and that'll do it. Back here in Boston, Devers now.
For the Red Sox, the designated hitter,
Schwellenbach back to work.
Devers.
That's in there. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located.
1 ball,
Very
1
top
strike.
of the strike zone, middle away.
The 1-1. Well struck right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. Christian Campbell now at the plate. That's out to center field. Harris has a beat on it. They got it for out number 2. Now batting Tristan Casas. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. De La Cruz pulls that one down. Back here in Boston, here's Orlando Arcia. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. So the lineup flips over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And that one hammered back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that extends the inning for Ronald Acuna Jr.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
Here's
Jr.
Acuna now. He's 0 for 1. In the air to left center. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story. Back inside Fenway Park. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
The 0-2. High chopper to third. Riley tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Story now. And that misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. This to center field. Corrals it. And that quickly 2 away. So up next, Cedar Rafaela. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Slider
That's
misses outside. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Murphy fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. On to the fourth, and now the DH, Marcell Ozuna.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep...
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Slice the other way and foul. The changeup missing, and the count even 1-1. Now fly ball to right center. Rafaela has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here comes Austin Riley. And takes low for ball 1. Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches. Go ahead run on base. Here's Sean Murphy.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 3 of the World Series. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle. Even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
De La Cruz in the box now, takes strike one. And the sweeper is off the plate. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Little chopper rolls foul. Duran goes 6'1", 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now it's Alex Bregman. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. The Red Sox hitless so far in the game. Bregman swings, hits one deep, left field, pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
De La Cruz makes the grab. And World Series Game 3. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. Crochet back to work. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one ripped. And foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Duran makes a nice running catch. Michael Harris. The second. Next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there.
I'm just waiting for a foul ball up here. I mean, this is one of the best places to be ready and to have a foul ball opportunity. We got a great view of the action.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Out to short, Story. To first, and that is the inning. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Devers at the plate. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. And Devers is set down. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna. 2 up, 2 down. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at Fenway Park, top six. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back. And brings it in at the wall. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. Outside low. And that's ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
The other way. And foul ball. All tied up here in Game 3 of the World Series. Not even close there. And that's ball two. One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Casas. Ozuna is out. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0-2 in this one. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Story sends it over to first. And that will end the inning. Back here at Fenway. And now Connor Wong. Dives and he can't hang on. He beats the throw and they come away without an out. Here's Trevor Story. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1.
On the ground, 2 ball. Tosses across the first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Runner breaks for third. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. In the dirt. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Man at second. Line to left. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away. Now batting Jarren Duran. That one inside. And that is ball 1. And a ground ball to first. Here's the tag, and he's out. And the inning is over. Back now at Fenway. All set for. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Greg Weissert.
Number 57, Greg Weissert.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Next pitch is outside. And that's in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Next to hit, Brian De La Cruz. Here's a high chopper. Bregman throws to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the #9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. The throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Wilyer Abreu digs in now. And a foul ball.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. That one the other way, and foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball, Olsen. And he's out on the tag. Raffy coming to the plate now. Into the outfield, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the late stages of Game 3. On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen. Inning over. Ready to begin the 8th. And now here is Michael Harris II. Weiser back to work. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And he takes one right on the black. And now 3 balls and a strike. There's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hard liner. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one ripped to left. Could be extra bases. Here comes the throw. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double. High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at third here in Game 3 of the World Series. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 44.
Olsen swings through it for strike 1.
Chapman.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Onto the bottom of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. just missed.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. 1 for 2. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And that's ripped for a base hit. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the bit.
Runners on the move. Pitch in the dirt. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. He scores, and the Red Sox tie it up. One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball out to center field. Harris makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He thought about tagging, but heads back to third. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And that's in the dirt. To the right side. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for him out.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. This to third, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And we're back here at Fenway Park. We go to the 9th. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
0-1.
Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Headed towards the corner. Abreu makes his way towards it. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Knocks it down, gets to first ahead of the runner, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. To third now, but he's able to get back in, so just one out of the play. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Brian De La Cruz. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Duran makes the play. Runner tags from third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 3-1. So they're down to their final out. Orlando Arcia getting ready to hit. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
The Braves down to their final strike. Two outs. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take game 3 here at home and get themselves back in the series.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
city going up, so you better buzz. Finna see what really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, today gotta go and see the judge. Better hush, remember growing up, all I wanted was to be wanted me get a little bread, a couple in the head, still outside. I don't hide from it for life, had to fight for my life, took them hits in stride. If I die, for the guys, have my candlelight going up like the club. After that, go slide. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back. 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 Yeah, whenever I miss those days, visit my LA. Under the ground, running around, we was them kids that played. All in the street, following leads, who lost their way. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy, come ride my wave. Left me with the either or, fill these voids and fill my bank. Blue strips only, you switched on me. Mama told me about you snakes, keep my teeth off safety. You know you can't never be too safe. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gon' hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gon' flock. I'm gon' stack. Are you with that? Won't forget that I saw in my past. Are you with that? Like I'm with that. Hope you watching your back.
I be gone.
Hope you watching your
Watch
back.
my back. Stay gon' run on how they come.
Hope you watching.
Get your life or get back. Up first, better not miss that. Tell me if you with that.
When I first met you, baby, everything I knew wasn't any brighter than a shade of blue. Your blue eyes around him, how could I resist? The color of your stare, it doesn't compare.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. So just about set now. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's Alex Bregman.
Batting second.
Bregman goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And that one hit to first. Olsen takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the first. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And that's in there at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Into left center for a base hit. Harris around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Big, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Out to short. Story sends it to first, and that'll keep the 4th game of the World Series. Rafael Devers up to hit. Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Christian Campbell, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. So digging in, Tristan Casas. First pitch misses. Into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Right through there for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And there's a ball. Fought off foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Here's Trevor Story now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. To the left side, but it is well foul. Swung on, belted. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here in Atlanta, we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Austin Riley. Mayo back to work. That one fouled off.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Sean Murphy, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Alex Verdugo. Nice knock right field. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily. Here's Orlando Arcia. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Kicks and deals. Runner takes off. Campbell slings to first. That ends the inning. Top half of the third inning. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. First pitch inside. Just misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Swing and he breaks his back. Makes the catch. One down. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings through that one for strike one. 1 out, bases empty. In the air, out towards right center. Harris racing after it. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs. And stepping in for Boston, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs, bases empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. Arcia throws to first in time. That ends the frame. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. To the right side. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Clips the corner. And it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to Casas, and Albies is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Up the middle, Campbell. In plenty of time to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Start of the fourth. Still stepping in for Boston. Wilyer Abreu. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He sends it out of here. And we're level. It's 1-1. And that one wrapped foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 4 of the World Series. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Go ahead run on base. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Late swing, foul to the left. Campbell, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Went too far that time. It's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one inside. The count now 2 and 2.
2 strikes.
Line drive, caught. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 4th, and now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. And there's a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the pitch to Olson. Stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 99, Luis.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Durant moving under it. 2 down. Here is Austin
Now
Riley. First time up was a pop out.
Riley.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And that extends the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
They get the force. 3rd out. The 4th game of the World Series. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at 3rd with 1 out. So the go-ahead run and scoring position Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Off the mark there. And that's ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
2-0 to count.
2-0. Runners breaking for the plate. Bunt attempt misses. And now he's back to third safely after breaking for home. Wong takes his lead at third with one away. That one off the mark. 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Full count.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Throw cut off to second. And he's in there as a run scores. 1 out, runner at second. Jarren Duran, the next to hit. Check swing, called strike.
0-1.
Up the middle, Arcia. Tosses to first, out. Got the out. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. There's a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Close play, but in there.
He's safe.
Picks himself up at RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Abreu up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one. And the slider just misses. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Montero fires. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Run comes in from second. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Back-to-back base hit. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Rafael Devers. First offering, and it just misses.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So
they limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Solid swing from start to end. On par with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swing, and that ball smashed down a line. And there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter now, Christian Campbell. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Murphy fires to first. Campbell beats it to the bag and reaches on the strikeout. So a man at first. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
No.
Just missed. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. In the dirt, but kept close. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just off the inside edge.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Arcia to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Trevor Story, 0 for 2 in this one. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike.
No ball.
Throw to second, and he's out. 2 outs and a runner at third here in Game 4 of the World Series. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Bomber deals. That's through there for a strike.
1-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Campbell at third with 2 away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie
Guerrero back to work.
Albies.
And that's down and away. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Casas. 2 down. Here's Matt Olson down. He's grounded out a couple of times. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one sliced foul. 2 down, nobody on. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ground ball up the middle. Story sends it over to first. And Olson is. We go to the top of the 7th. Now, Cedar Rafaela. Just missed.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
And that one misses up and in. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Hard hit down the line and left. And it goes just foul. Back to right. Acuna after it. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. Clips the corner. Strike 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Late here in Game 4. Strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox.
Number 38. Vince Johnson.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Verdugo ranging back. And that one is gone. An absolute smash to left. It's 5-1. And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. Third out. And we're back. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Kelly.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Abreu puts it away for the out. One down. Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 2. And delivers outside. The Braves down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a strike on the outside edge.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
On the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Sean Murphy. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. That's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Rafael Devers. Check swing, no appeal.
1 ball, no strike. Ball 2.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Drilled out towards left center field. That one's back. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add a run. It's 6-1. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. That's to third. A dive. He's got it. They score a run thanks to the infield single. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Double steal. It's in the dirt.
No ball, 1 strike.
And the throw out at third. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from the same side.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And first offering is fouled off. That one catches the corner for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Orlando Arcia will hit next. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Right side. Abreu hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Cut on and lifted in the air. Duran coming on. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that one fouled off. Ripped to short. Arcia whips it to first, and they get Bregman for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Back at Truist Park, here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Fouled off left side. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and a foul ball.
Oh, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground, right side, Casas steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man. The 9th. And Liam Hendricks will take over on the mound. Hard-throwing Australian.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The Braves down to their last out. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. Nice grab. Gathers and throws, and what a play. Ball game.
Everyone loves a series that goes down to its final and deciding game. Well, that's what we're going to get. These two teams are so...
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster, todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, pero imagina lo que te espera, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, pero imagina lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos, me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio, lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete, la tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde, todos los semáforos luz verde, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera, arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza, no me avisa, sus chelas hacen fila, son una bandida, buscan que la bendiga, soy el dembow killer, dueño en la maquila, eche la valija, más el edit, fotos tienen fija, las babies en los números se fijan, los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster, todas se me riman, mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero, yo no soy Shenlong, mira, no imaginas lo que te espera, Gamaliel, International Flow, John Gama, dando de la mata, del valle en las hamacas, Sabi, si les tomas es que le está dando vértigo, yendo para acá arriba. Beat up the block in the gun, I press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no advance in the deal I just signed. I don't need to lip controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes, I dance on my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Way to dependent is punching, it's reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle, the same as how I be preferring my venison. Wellington blacker than minimum sentence, and I was apprenticing under a villain. Fistful of metal to pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to get his new grilling. And incoming call from Shibuya Connect. The look in my closet is more than a ceiling. Master Pickett and Donald, it's hard to explain the rush of the feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it a trail. Bent over the tide, my monitor fell.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The wind to kick the pitch. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it hits off the monster. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And he went around. That's ruled a swing.
I got one ball, one
This
strike.
one in the dirt. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit in the air, center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Here's Acuna now. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Jet swing went around. 1-2 now. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Squeeze attempt misses. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Sale, a 6'6 southpaw. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And there's one down. Now it's Alex Bregman. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
That one ripped onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Wilyer Abreu in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Popped in the air, left field, makes the grab, and that's the inning. World Series Game 5. Now here is Matt Olson. Walker Buehler will go back to work. In the air, right field. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. First pitch just misses. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. And another ball.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Ripped, but it curls foul. One down, base is empty. That one 95 to finish him off. So here's Riley now. Can't make contact with the sweeper. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Whips it to Casas, and that is back in Boston. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now Rafael Devers. Sale back to work. Right through there for a strike. Oh, look at the stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Nope, that's inside.
Flares it into the outfield. Oh, he gloves it.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. Just missed. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Just missed. Next offering is foul back. Comes a 2-2. To the right side. Albies. Red Sox go 1-2-3. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Pitches in the dirt. Ball 1.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And there's a strike to the outside corner. 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Up the middle. To first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And here is Michael Harris II. Led this game off with a double, but they weren't able to drive him in. And that one is inside ball 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So Ozzie Albies now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Handled that down and in breaking ball very well. And saw the break early coming from the other side and just let it get deep enough and drop the barrel on it at the very last moment.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Story sends it over to first. They get the out on Acuna. That's out number 3. Back inside Fenway Park. Now here is Connor Waugh. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 1 down. Here's Story now. First pitch misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Here's a chopper to short. Arcia sends it across to first, and Story is out. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike. That's a strike. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sale delivers. And down on strikes he goes. On to the fourth. Here's Matt Olson. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ripped to right. Reaching down and makes the grab. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the corner. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 5 of the World Series. Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. 4, now batting Jarren Duran. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Sale and a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And it ends up hitting the base. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is fouled back. Bregman leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Acuna on the run. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Devers, 28 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. World Series Game 5. So here's Murphy now. Buehler back to work.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Verdugo at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab for the second out. Now a chance for Orlando Arcia. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Casas, and that is that. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Christian Campbell. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
You know, these Red Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. One away. Now batting Tristan Casas. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that ball is gone. That one felt good. It's 1-0. And now Connor Wong. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Sale ready. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, a great grab on the dive.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
And now 2-1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see.
There goes the runner. In there for strike 3. Throw safe. Cedar Rafaela digs in now. Struck out
now
swinging his first time. And ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. On the ground to the left. Riley fires to first. Inning over, and it could have been. Back now at Fenway. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And that misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
No
Really
strike.
been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Here's a rocket to right field. And there's a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Round second, digging for 3rd. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And it's through for a hit. The tying run is in to score from 3rd. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Go-ahead run on base. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. Late swing, fouled off. And it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air, right field. Abreu on his way in. And there's one away. And the batter now, Matt Olson, 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, could be 2. Campbell to first, safe. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swinging a foul straight back.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Boston, well, we go bottom 6. So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran.
The left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Foul ball.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. Out to center. Harris racing after it. And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
On to.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
All tied up here in Game 5 of the World Series. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Olsen handles the chance. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Fenway Park, here's Austin Riley. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Ball 2.
There's your strike. That misses. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 63, Justin Slayton.
Base hit, left center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. That one fouled off. Albies over to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here is Christian Campbell. Breaking ball misses down and away. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of Game 5. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. Up the middle. Throw on to Olsen, and a couple of quick outs. Tristan Casas getting ready to hit.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, nobody on. Right side, hard hit. Albies over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back in Boston, we go to the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Slayton back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Next pitch is outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Popped up. And there's one down. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That one finds the corner, and it's 1.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 22.
And a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away. Matt Olson stepping to the plate, and a runner takes off. Pitch inside. No throw, safe at second. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela drifts towards it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Save. And they take the lead. Puts the tag on him. And we're back here at Fenway Park at the plate. Connor Wong. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Story, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. And Story is out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Little chopper rolls foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in Game 5 of the World Series. Up the middle, and that's a base hit.
You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it.
Runner on the move, pitches low. Throw, save! And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In there at the knees, and it's 2-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. all set for the start of the inning. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. That one outside, and that's ball one. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And that one is inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Out there to center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
Riley stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Murphy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball. Misses outside, and the count 1-2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in the air, right side. Abreu in position, and that will drop foul. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position. Got him swinging. Here's Alex Verdugo. So the closer summoned from the bullpen. A roll. Chapman.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ball one and a pitch inside. And now 2-0. One out and a runner at second here in the late stages of game 5. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
The other way. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. Arcia now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Fouls one off. 2-2. Man at second. That one out to right. Abreu on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Michael Harris the second. That's in there. That's strike one. That one missed.
One strike.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Over to first, and the inning is over. Back inside Fenway Park, bottom of the 9th. Here's Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And it's caught for the out. Devers now. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 2-0. And that's in for a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And Sale deals. The tag, and he's out. Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it's off the Green Monster. Here comes Bregman, and he scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball, that's in.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The Red Sox down to their final strike. Ground ball to the right side. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one. 2 outs, runner on first. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score. That run from first.
Substitution now at first base. On to pinch run, David Hamilton.
Number 17.
That's off the mark. It's 2-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. No throw. He's in there safely. Ground ball left side. And it stays fair. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And it's an RBI single. And they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth. So 2 down. Here's Trevor Story. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the monster. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Challenging with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He's clearly ready to jump all over it.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Trying to send this to extra innings. Check swing, but he went too far. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strikes.
Kicks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No, he held up. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one to first. Olsen handles the chance. Here's the tag, and he's out. here at Fenway. On to extra innings. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And a base hit on the line. The leadoff single and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Here is Matt Olson. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 5 of the World Series. Line to right, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there.
Greg Weiser will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And now Marcelo Zuna. That one's in there. Strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Squirts away a little bit. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Outside. And it's 2-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Here is Austin Riley. Golden opportunity right here. Cut on and lifted in the air. brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Runner in scoring position, no outs.
Now
and next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran.
Duran.